Howdy, Redland. It's great to see you again. So far, I have brought you some videos from some pretty exotic locations. I was in the youth house, in the barn, I was in my backyard, I was in my laundry room. Come to think of it, those aren't very exotic locations, but they were different, and they were different from here. But I want to let you know that this is really where the magic happens. This is my actual basement. This is not a green screen that you see behind you. No, this is where it all happens. I actually keep meaning to clean things up a little bit, but I haven't. Anyway, I want to talk to you a little bit about the pressure that we face and what we do with it. And before I do that, I want to show you a clip from a little movie that came out in 1998. It's called Saving Private Ryan. You may have heard of it. It's not that long of a clip because, well, it involves these soldiers and they tend to talk like soldiers. But I found a good clip that really illustrates what I'm talking about. I hope you enjoy it.
Hey, so Captain, what about you? I mean, you don't gripe at all?
I don't gripe to you, Ryben. I'm a captain. There's a chain of command. Gripes go up, not down, always up. You gripe to me, I gripe to my superior officer, so on, so on, so on. I don't gripe to you. I don't gripe in front of you. You should know that as a ranger.
I'm sorry, sir, but let's say you weren't a captain, or maybe I was a major. What would you say then?
Well, in that case, I say this is an excellent mission, sir, with an extremely valuable objective, sir. Worthy of my best efforts, sir. Moreover, I feel heartfelt sorrow for the mother of Private James Ryan, and I'm willing to lay down my life and the lives of my men, especially you, Ryben, to ease her suffering.
He's good.
I love him.
So gripes go up. Our complaints, our worries, our fears, the things that bother us, they're meant to go upward. Here's the problem. We tend to send them downward. It's like we're in a pressure cooker and there's a pressure relief valve and it's pointed downward. It might point at our spouse, it might point at our kids, it might point at that person who just won't go fast enough when we're driving. We point those things in different directions. Well, I want to tell you about Hezekiah. His story is in 2 Kings chapter 9, and in Hezekiah's life, he is facing an army. It's the Assyrian army. It's Sennacherib's army. And this army is good at two things. The first thing is they're really good at annihilating other countries. The second thing is they are great smack talkers. I mean, they lay it on thick. And Hezekiah receives a letter from Sennacherib basically saying, look, I got to go take care of this other country over here, but don't worry, you're next. I'm going to lay you out flat like all the other nations. You're going to be done, and there's no hope for you. Well, what does Hezekiah do? Hezekiah does not complain to his people. He does not send his worries downward. He sends his gripes upward. He actually takes that letter. He goes into the temple of God and he spreads that letter out and he says, God, look at what he's saying about us. Look at what he's saying about you. God, will you be our deliverer? And I don't know about you, but right now it seems like a little bit of a pressure cooker situation for us. And maybe we need to realign our release valves. Maybe we need to send that pressure upward because God is the one who wants to hear those complaints. So whatever's going on in your life, let me just encourage you. Send things upward. Downward, you can send reassurance. You can send hope. You can send life. And when that happens, you don't breed distrust with people. You breed hope. You breed confidence and unity. So that's your thought for today. Look for a devotional resource with the passage list and some discussion questions so that you can go through this in a little more depth.